In the last week's video, I was talking all about cravings and hunger. In today's video, I will give you a few hacks to deal with cravings successfully. Welcome back to my channel. Let's start with the first one, and that is being well hydrated with the help of some electrolytes. It is a really simple drink. You need about 10 to 12 ounces of cold water, that's my preference, and stir in one of these electrolyte packs. The brand I'm using is the one I tested on myself when I was still dealing with rheumatoid arthritis. That was pretty much the only type of electrolytes that wasn't giving me pain in my joints, and so ever since I'm just sticking with this one. But if you have some other electrolyte that works for you, then just use it. If, however, electrolytes aren't your thing, or you just don't want to spend the money on that, you can just go with good old salt. So take a teaspoon of salt, blend it with water, and drink it this way as well. The flavor is quite similar. You will feel quite salty. It might take you a little bit to get used to, but if you are going through the keto flu or you have transition symptoms going on the carnivore diet, you will really quickly recognize that you needed that sodium to help you dump all that water. And this happens when you are going through the transition symptoms on the carnivore diet, or what they call a keto flu. So if that salty drink doesn't cut it for you and you really need something sweet to take the edge off, I have some other solutions. However, they involve use of honey, and what this means, it will kick you out of ketosis, or it will prevent you from going into ketosis in the first place. But if you tried already going into keto diet or carnivore diet and you failed because you just couldn't do it altogether, dealing with cravings going into ketosis, it is a good idea to break it up. First, let's get rid of our cravings, and then we'll go into ketosis. And that is a good strategy for many people that have failed before. So again, you will take a pack of electrolytes or a teaspoon of salt, add 10 to 12 ounces of water, or even more if you cannot tolerate that much saltiness, and then add a teaspoon of honey, blend it all up or dissolve it, and then drink it up. You will feel amazing. Oh, and by the way, this drink is so useful in so many different situations. I was drinking it during labor, and it gave me that real quick boost of energy and helped me along the way. Also, if you work out and you want to replenish your electrolytes quickly, this drink is phenomenal. Oh, and did I mention that also helps with milk production if you are breastfeeding? It won't do anything if you don't, but it really helps the hormones to produce milk, especially the sodium, if you drink it regularly. And if your cravings drive you nuts for something sweet and then sour and then sweet and salty and then sweet and sour, then what you do, you'll take the same drink, electrolytes, honey, and add some lime or lemon juice to it, and that will take care of those wild cravings as well. Alright, so I have yet another hack to deal with cravings. This one is very interesting. You mix butter and honey together. Now, I didn't come up with this myself. I found it in the book from Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride, Gut and Physiology Syndrome, and she says that this was the most effective way of dealing with carbohydrate cravings, and I did try it myself and I really liked it. So basically, you take equal parts of honey and butter, and you make it for a couple of days or full week. You mix it well, and then you can store it in your fridge, and whenever the cravings strike, you can have a half a teaspoon few times a day, and that too will help you dealing with cravings. Another hack is actually a technique that I found in traditional Chinese medicine. So basically, you identify this point right here on your ears, and that you will pinch 5 times for 30 seconds on both sides, and that can slow down your rush to get something to snack on. Basically, it will make you more immune to your cravings. Now, I'm not an expert on it, so I will attach an appropriate video with somebody that is educated in traditional Chinese medicine that demonstrates this technique clearly. What I like about this technique that is super easy. Everybody can find that acupressure point on their ears and do it with success. You don't have to set extra time aside. It's just you can pretty much do it on the go. But it is important that you do it before your cravings strike. All right, and I can recommend yet another technique. It is also related to the acupressure point, and it also derived from the traditional Chinese medicine, and it is the tapping technique. You start on top of your head with the intention of what you want to achieve, and you go through these acupressure points. I think they go here and here and then here, and then you do it also underneath your armpits, and then you end it on here. Now, I'm not an expert at it, so this is just a quick demonstration. I will attach the proper video in the description box of this video. It is also a very useful technique, especially if you're an emotional eater and you have to break up that relationship of feeling emotionally satisfied while eating foods that you decided you shouldn't be eating. Okay, and the last hack is a Wim Hof breathing method. I used it so much when I was quitting coffee. It was a terrible journey for me. I really struggled with it for so many months, and the last month of it I was like half alive, half dead. And so each time I was ready to give up, each time I had to lay down and I was yawning and I was sleepy, instead of just laying down without any purpose, I would start breathing the way Wim Hof recommends you breathe. And I was doing it a couple times a day, and that really helped me to get away from the coffee addiction. Again, I'm not an expert at it, so I will attach a video that is a guided Wim Hof breathing technique. It was really helpful for me, and I will recommend it to everyone that is battling not only with the coffee addiction but all kind of cravings and withdrawals from your favorite foods. Alright, so this makes the list of hacks to deal with carbohydrate cravings and other food withdrawals and food addictions. Are they 100% bulletproof? No, I still struggled. I still had to have some willpower, but they are really there to aid you with achieving your goals, to make that transition just a little bit easier. Check out my other videos about carnivore diet, and if you haven't yet, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!